Hello and welcome to the latest layout update from Barnabas Junction. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you're going to enjoy what I've got to show you in this latest layout update. I have been absolutely really busy with the layout, doing lots of further work on it, to the point where I've had to stop doing what I was doing just to do this update. So let's get on. So the first thing I'm going to show you is one of the biggest things I've actually been doing here on the layout, and is this corner here. Now, if you might notice on the last layout update 24, I was preparing to get this area here ready for scenic work, and that's what I've been doing. And as you can see, it has vastly changed since the last update. It still needs some work doing on it, but I thought I'd stop what I was doing and get this update done because there's that much to show. So you can see here we now have the churchyard, and it is all grassed. Still lots to do on it: gravestones, trees and everything to go in, footpaths, and also I've got to put another layer of static grass on that yet for the overgrown bits around the walls and around the gravestones and such. That will be done as the rest of the area is done. As you'll also see, as per the last update I was doing, I was mentioning about putting some sort of scenic trees on this back wall just to give it a bit of depth, and this is what I've come up with. As you can see, it's trees with a bit of a wall. It's not a very good quality print, as my ink was running low, but it's suitable for what I need because a lot of it's going to get covered over with bits anyway. But it is absolutely, looks great. I'm really pleased with the effect that I've achieved with that, and from far away it does look effective. As with the last update I mentioned, there's going to be trees here, so it'll blend in, and I'll be adding bits of foliage and that along the bottom, and maybe just make it come out a little bit more. Church walling, I have this now. It is, I'll just see if I can take a piece away. Resin, ceramic resin, I think. Got them off eBay, 74 pieces for a bargain price. And I've not even used, I think I've used about 20 of them in just that area there. That's not confirmed how it'll be, but I do think that that's looking really effective just there. I'll be making minor modifications to the pieces till they all fit nice and snugly together, and joining them together so they don't fall apart. Those will also get stuck down so they don't fall over when I get to the final position of where each piece is going. But I do think it looks really good. Thanks to Paul from Double O Gauge Models on Twitter for helping me out with ideas for that. It's been a great help in choosing everything. As you'll also notice, this has also been grassed as well around this track, including all the way up into that corner. You can just see where the board, which lifts off, can still be removed. There will be trees, so that will be hidden away without a problem. But that has now been grassed up to that corner, ready for the trees to go in. And also, what I've now done is I've also gone across here, and I've done this bridge. I'm really pleased with how this bridge has turned out. Putting the edging on it and the pillars, it's really given it some depth, and using this elevated track wall sections, they're not secured in just yet because I've got to do some final static grasses in before I glue them in, but I'm really pleased with the overall view of that. I think it's very effective, been done on both sides. And what I've done with the static grass when I've done it here, and you might be able to tell, is it blends into a more greener grass as it goes into the town scene section. There will be fencing around here as well, just in front of here up to there, so that'll block that off. But yeah, really pleased with how that's come out. I I think the overall effect is exceptionally good. It does look really good, and it's still ongoing, still plenty to do. What else I've been doing? I'll go on to these here. While I was doing all this area, I was looking at the back wall of the lower station area, and I thought it looked a bit bland and it needed a bit of depth in it. So I had a fiddle about and look around on the internet for some ideas, and I came across a Wills kit. I think it's SS69 or 65 kit, retaining walls. For what I needed, it would be a really expensive job, so I thought I'd have a go at scratch building my own, and this is what I've come up with. As you can see, I've not quite finished yet. I'm just contemplating whether to have any like cut-out sections there. You can see with the pencil markers. That's not confirmed on there, but I might decide that and you'll be able to see a bit more about what I mean in a bit. But I've gone all the way around. What I'll do is I'll be covering the card when I'm happy with it with the brick paper, and just to give it some depth. As you see, it's a different card there. And what I've also done, just take you around, it's also done behind the canopy. I do think that the scale is absolutely spot on with that, and that goes all the way around. And I will also be putting them there and along there when I get round to it. So that's only just been done. That was done yesterday, so it's still in the designing stage. So it goes all the way under, you can see. So that's still work to be done. And the idea of that is, I'll just lift this off. The idea with this is, it's behind. I'm going to have like shops, and I've been trialing, and I did a copy of this, so it would sit in there like so to give a shop effect. But what I want to do is print it big enough so that, just show you, take that back out, just so give you an idea. A piece of paper like this, print it out, and then it will be slid down behind like that, and we'll cover over the arch. It'll sit behind the arch, maybe a shop, maybe Costa Coffees, things like that. The W.H. Smiths, Subways, Menzies, them sort of shops will go behind there. So this will be then sat over it and will give some depth. Just an idea. I'm more to it than I am against it, so I say this is just all in the designing stage at the moment. We'll see how it progresses. The idea though is just underneath here we'll slice all the way along a section off and put in a sill of some sort maybe, and then sit that section back on top, and then put capping on the top of here to seal it all off, just to give that station area walling just that little bit of depth. I've not finished the platform lighting off yet. I've still got the two there to do as I've been doing all this. I've also recently just acquired some more buildings for the back scene. Got the Boots Pharmacy and NatWest Bank there, courtesy of John's Model Railways. Thank you very much for that. I have done a review video on those. I'll post a link in the top right now. But not much else has been done. I've been doing a lot with that scenic area up the other end. There's still nothing else has been done up this end at all. Oh, but there is one last thing I have just remembered. We now have street lights fitted on the high street. That there, actually, where the NatWest Bank is the very first one, and they're there all the way along. It's a bit sideways. They're only in at the moment. They're not wide up or nothing. They're just put in place to make sure I've got them right. They go all the way along. So they're just slightly turned. And also along the station area, including one on the car park there. So that's the street lights. I've yet to wire those up. I'll just put the lights on so you see the wires there, they come through. I've got to put resistor and then obviously connect them all up in parallel to the rest of the lighting on the layout. So that's going to be something I'm going to be doing over the next couple of months. As to do all that, I've got to get underneath here. A bit dark. I've got to get underneath here and rebuild underneath. It's going to be a big job. I've got to put some strengthening supports, and this is going to carry on all the way across, giving me an area here where nothing's going to get caught up, and obviously the wiring's going to be safe underneath. Still though giving me access underneath if I need to. So that's something really a big job for the future, but getting on with those. Last thing, a couple of few new additions on the road. Some of the model buses that I do collect as well. We've got a Arriva there. It's a right-bodied Scania, and another right-bodied Scania by First PMT, which is a model of one of the buses I have actually driven myself in the past, and as you can see, it's got the town name on it. But also an old heritage bus, another one that I've driven myself. That's been specially designed and painted. And finally, another one I had specially designed and made, featuring our university here in Crewe and connecting one in Alsager. I've driven that as well. So that is it for this layout update. I've got lots more to do, lots more planned, lots more in production at the same time. So hopefully by next time you're going to see some more major changes, and we may have the trees in. I'm not sure. Something I've got I've got to learn, but I am pleasantly pleased with how things have developed since the last update. I hope you've enjoyed what you viewed. I hope you're liking how the layout is developing. Please feel free to comment below. I look forward to reading all your comments, and as and when possible I will reply. So until next time, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. And until next time, it's bye for now.